Hello, welcome to the Hilton Hotel in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. The time difference is starting to catch up with me now that I've had a day between the conference and my meetings here in Kuala Lumpur to catch up. I'm a bit tired, so I apologize if I ramble on this message. I had a really great time at the EARCOS conference, which is the East Asian Regional Council of Schools conference. I'm going to post a couple of resources there that I ran across. One of them is the wet paint site for the conference. They chose to use wet paint, which is similar to Ning, sort of a do-it-your-own social network site. Wet paint's a little more analogous than a wiki to Ning. Ning is more Facebooky blogs and wikis all together. But both sites have similar purposes, and a lot of conferences are using the two to facilitate information sharing at conferences because they're push button, easy to get up and running, and easy for people to understand. So I'll post a link to that underneath this video. In addition, I had the pleasure of talking with Jeff Utrecht, who is an educational technologist, a teacher, and an administrator at Shanghai American School. He's sort of the overseas guru of Web 2.0 right now, kind of on par with the Will Richardsons of the world. Great guy, and has a wonderful portfolio website and great resources. Twitter feed to follow, Flickr stream, you name it. He's on the Web 2.0 wave, and had a really nice conversation with him. So I'll post a link to his information as well. Turning our attention to the course, we're in Unit 6, Leadership. This unit, we're going to take a look inside the rhetoric of education and leadership. We've been looking at quite a few different disciplines outside of education, mainly in business, and now we're going to see what the world of education has to say about leadership, specifically Dr. Susan Brooks Young. And as you're reading, I'd like you to be critical. As you read anything in this course, I'd like you to be critical, both positive and negative, towards what we're reading. Nothing that I am presenting with you should be taken simply at face value. You really need to be critical about what you're reading and evaluating it for your own purposes. For some, the business readings are fabulous and have direct applications. For others, maybe not so much. Maybe this will be more applicable, and you'll agree more with what Dr. Brooks Young has to say. So always keep that in mind as you're evaluating. I'm looking forward to catching up on the message boards from the last unit and watching your videos. I'm also looking forward to reading the personal MBA manifestos that you're creating that are due next week. I'll be downloading those before I leave on another flight and reading those on the way home. I'm also glad I have a good internet connection again. Hopefully that will continue for the rest of my trip. It was a bit tough last week, so I apologize if I was in any way slow in communicating back with you. I'll continue to gather resources for you as I'm traveling around the world here. This afternoon I'm meeting with the Educational Technology faculty at the University of Malaysia, so that should be interesting, and we'll see what they have to say about ICT. That's sort of the general term for educational technology here, information communication technology, and e-learning. Those are all buzzwords that I've seen over here. I've been fascinated reading the newspapers. There's entire sections of the newspaper dedicated to education. So there's a high demand for educated people and for educators over here, which has been really very interesting to see, especially in the popular media, such an importance on education. I will stop rambling and wish you a good evening, or actually, if you're in Michigan, it's about midnight or 12:01 a.m. Monday morning. It's still Monday here, but in the afternoon. It's hard to wrap my head around. I will see you again in France. I'll be sending my next update from there at the end of this week or very early next week. And enjoy Unit 6, and I'll see you online again soon. Bye.